It said nice things. Thank you. It said shout out to you. Look pretty on the panel. Thank you.
That's great.
See
That's
that right
game.
there. That right there
But I was
tells
just
us we can't.
answering Aaron's. I was just answering you yes or no, so we can. I don't know what context, so I didn't want to be. So I'm just answering yes.
Sure, that right there kind of tells us we can't take your anecdotal experiences and use them. You know what I mean? Like we can't invest in that because evidently you're a different breed. So I want to know why is it that you think initially what you said you think men leave women more or women leave men more? What was your stance?
Because I judged men leaving based on their actions. So I think that in a lot of times in relationships, a man could check out of the relationship before he physically leaves. I just actually broke it off.
That's not true.
So that's how
Oh,
I assess
so
it. So when we're saying some
retracting
relationship actually
investment.
left, yes, but
Okay, so retracting investment, you equate that with actually severing the relationship.
correct.
Okay,
But
and a
that's
man's
not
mind,
right
I think, is
because
different.
yeah.
So you didn't do nothing to warrant him to change?
And that's why it's different in the man's mind. See what he just did?
Luckily, you
Well,
would get
because it has to be taken into account.
What is the
Because
chain
women
of
think
events?
that
It's
they
a
don't
cause
do
and effect,
nothing
right?
wrong in a relationship.
So
No,
that's the
I'm
cause
sure
and
we
effect.
we equally did things.
No, okay.
a crib and cure. I have to rebuttal this. Women love saying that men check out of relationships, but they still love their woman. They're still responsible for their woman, and they still will always be there for their woman. They might dislike the way you treat them, the way you maneuver with them, but they never
Yep.
stop loving their women. So I hate that point when women say that the men check out. They check out the relationship aspect of expecting you to do the things that you said you were going to do, but they typically don't ever stop loving their women. We love way harder than y'all. We
You
love
just
way more
Fact.
serious than y'all. So
Right.
it's not the same.
Right.
We cannot like our woman
That's
and love her to
crazy
death.
what you just
Let
did,
me
Ali.
laugh. No, I'm gonna tell you straight up. We cannot like the way our woman maneuver, but that's our woman. We love our woman. We love all of her. Y'all will like how you can benefit from a man, but as soon as you don't get your way and you lose control, you'll leave that man because you actually don't love that man.
That's
Because you
crazy
can take
what you
you
just
the only way we know if a woman loves us is if she's tested. She has to be tested with something just like you test us to see if we'll still stay with you. Women will take all the hell the women can give and still stay with her. A woman can't even handle a man's heaven. You can't, it
Right.
becomes boring. Y'all grow apart, irreconcilable differences.
crazy.
But she has to actually have to love this guy. Now
That
he's
is
the
crazy.
problem.
Let me
Instead
ask
of-
Lucky a question.
Go ahead,
That's
my brother.
crazy.
Do
I
you
got what
think
you was saying, Kendra. Thank you. Us women understand.
Oh, okay, hold on real quick. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Hey, Chris, if
Yes.
your kids are acting up, your children,
Mhm.
and they're acting up,
Mhm.
and they're all over the place, would you ever stop loving your kid?
No,
Would you ever disown your kid?
no,
You actually love that kid, right?
absolutely.
If a man does the same thing and makes the woman inconveniences a woman in that same capacity and gets on her nerves and makes her emotional distress, would she stay with that man and stay loyal like her kid, or she'll leave that man?
I'm gonna preface this again because I'm out
And
the cave.
out the cave.
Okay. Then she may leave.
She's gonna leave. It's
She
all
may
over her emotions, but she'll stay dedicated to her family. She'll stay dedicated to a gay friend. She'll stay dedicated to that dog that's pooping and peeing all over the house. She'll stay dedicated to the kids that she can't control. But for some reason, the man that love her and respect her more than anybody, she can't respect and cooperate with that man for the longevity of a relationship. She will leave him over her feelings.
So wait, I think so.
Can I
Go
say
ahead, my
something?
dear.
Lucky,
No,
the
go ahead.
reason why I keep saying I'm out of my cave, because a lot of times when I was asked questions, I would be speaking from my own personal
Anecdotal.
experiences,
Yes.
which are quite different from the general census. So
And
that's why I
she's
keep
fighting,
saying that.
and what we respect about Chris is she's fighting her nature. It's like, oh, not me, but she goes, no, not my cave, but that cave out there, yes, they typically doing that. But she wants to say, not me, Ali. I wouldn't do that as a wife. I wouldn't do
Well,
that as a wife.
shout out to being a great and fair communicator, though,
She's
right?
right. She definitely is, of course, and it's very well respected, man. Like you can
Yeah,
tell,
yeah.
it's like, not me, but I'm not in that cave though.
Right. So I think this is a good teachable moment. So that's what I was saying, Lucky, about the difference between checking out and actually severing relationship. The one last remaining bastion and thread that attaches a man to a woman is his loyalty. And even when he's gotten to a point where he may have checked out, he'll never sever that last thread simply because loyalty is driving him to stay there, which is what the question he asked. It became profoundly apparent to me when he asked Ms. Chris about children, right? Even if they've purported themselves to be the Antichrist, you're still going to love them because you have a loyalty to your children. And I think that's the part that, man, that's the last thread that keeps a man attached to a woman that he just cannot sever. Everything else, though, you're right. And I can see how, from your perspective, I can see how it would look like the same thing because you're not benefiting from the relationship once he's checked out. So you might as well sever it. But from a man's perspective, that last thread is what Ali was describing that we hold on to. And that's the difference.
Because storms will come.
Right.
This we know for sure. This we know.
So, Aaron,
Can you stand the rain? That's it. And I don't know if you love me until you get mad at me. I don't know if you love me until I get on your nerves. I don't know if you love me.
so why are you
until I
checking
tell
out
you
of the
something
relationship?
you don't know,
if you love
Lucky. I
her?
don't know if you love me until you don't get your way. I don't know if you love me until I correct you and redirect you, and you're able to take my direction, even if you don't agree with it. You have to be tested and show me that you love me, especially when I say no. But when y'all do that to men, a man still again will break the brakes off of you when he's mad by the end of that night. If you make a woman mad, here come the grudge queens. She will hold on to that a week, 2 weeks, a month. When she gets mad, she holds a grudge. Where man won't hold a grudge, he still wants to make love to his woman at the end of the night.
Yep.
Correct me if anybody know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Of
Definitely.
course they do, because they believe they have no flaw in a relationship. So
No,
anybody
it ain't that. It ain't that. It's like when you
I can't even land my
get
plane.
into it with the person you're with.
It just keep it tugging, and then somebody else trying to shoot it out
Hey,
the sky. I mean,
and my brother Rodney, let Lucky land real quick, and you be the
Okay.
first one to respond, please, my brother.
because I think somebody had a clear question, so I wanted the question. What I'm trying to say is, how come every time a married woman, especially because she's more credible, a woman give a perspective that shows a man checking out physically with his actions, different things, try to communicate, maybe he's just not there. How come that instantly turned into justifying that action and then making her at fault again? Y'all don't see how y'all do that. If we're talking about male and female, there is mutual things that happen. People go through things, all of that. So you're really just trying to make it seem like because he hasn't physically did the paperwork, that his actions or his lack of in the relationship is justified for whatever reason, because she's the one that actually pulled the trigger and say, you know what, I'm tired of going around the house like we're roommates. I'm just going to divorce. Somebody has to always give up. So I'm not saying that there aren't other instances where women are just leaving for small reasons, but just totally gloss over that point, it just keeps us there and not move the conversation forward, as if women don't have an experience with men who are also men that weren't taught it's okay to communicate, weren't taught how to communicate, or have a total mindset of the woman in general. So that way, when she comes to communicate her feelings, oh, here we go again. Oh, it's dismissive body language. So those are things that also help a woman shut down for her to actually leave. So if y'all are judging a relationship based on who physically leaves, but not but promoting sufferable relationships where there's no problems to resolve, that's what it sounds like. Because anytime a woman it brings in a perspective from a wife, the men up here that don't have I'm not talking about the men who are in relationships, I'm just talking about the men that don't have that long term. It's like it gets dismissed. And I don't know why we keep doing that, because it makes it a war where if we're on family, it's about a family. So we both have concerns. That's
Lucky has a fair point.
Hold on.
That's
No, she
fair.
don't. So we're not going to
Nope,
because we're not. So let's not dismiss it. If a man does something wrong, he'll say I'm wrong. He'll say I'm sorry. Even if you did wrong, he will take that L for that time to get him back. Can I land? I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish.
Jesus.
He would demonstrate for her that he would even take accountability for what she does wrong by saying, okay, I'm wrong this time. I'm wrong the second time. I'm wrong the third time. Eventually, the man still doesn't want to leave his woman. He wants to see if she'll correct herself. He wants to see if she'll apologize. He wants to see if she'll say she's sorry. He wants to see if she'll walk back in what she said to him. He wants to see if she'll put the man over her feelings. He wants to see if can I land?
No,
he wants to see if she's actually submissive.
I just wanted to ask her a question.
And hold on again. And he wants to see
crazy.
if she's the woman that'll do anything for him, because Chris said the same thing. Women who love their men and respect their men will do anything for those men, and they're submissive to those men. But for some reason, she can't apologize. She can't tell you when she's wrong. She can't give you the same energy when she disrespected you, the same energy to give love to you. So all men do is say, I don't want to leave I'm a land, and you got it.
Not you.
I don't want to leave my woman. I don't want to break up this relationship. I don't want to break up my family. I'm still allowing this woman to see if she'll pick us over her feelings and see if she'll finally say I'm sorry or apologize. That's what typically happens. And if she does it, and I'm landing here. I'm landing right here. I'm landing right now. And Chris,
you know can't say that though.
I am. Hey, I'm landing. I asked, hold on. I asked Rodney to hold on so Lucky can land. So please let me land. The way a woman apologizes is when she finally cooks for you. The way a woman apologizes is when she finally has sex with you. She will never own up to it. She will do something to demonstrate that she was sorry. Most men actually wait for when she takes ownership of when she's wrong. So we typically never check out until you actually cheat or you actually leave. Now you got the floor.
Can I?
Somebody, it seems like everybody ready for me to go. Say, Kick Lucky, y'all got it.
All right, come on, Lucky, don't do that.
I'm not rage baiting. Don't do that. I've been up here long enough. When y'all was up here arguing,
Lucky, you just asked Rodney to land, and you won't let me land. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I see where. Because this is the thing. You just set up here and said.
Why you do this, Lucky? Why you always? Lucky,
because you just set up here and said when that happens,
Lucky, you do this.
Communicate.
Hey, excuse me. Why so serious? Hold on.
I literally sit on a panel with men who can't communicate effectively with other men.
I stopped everybody. No, Lucky, you're wrong. I stopped so many men from talking across you and say, hold on. Don't do that. I said, hold on. Plenty of times to me.
Ali, you just proved my point. If men know how to talk and communicate, why do you have to interrupt them on how to communicate?
You interrupt, Lucky, you've been interrupting too. Don't do that. You've been interrupting too.
You just said men, and listen to the scenario. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is you're saying men in these situations with women come and say, hey, we know how to, they try to communicate with said woman so effectively. You said that. But the demonstration today just showed men can't even communicate with each other effectively without a mediator. So you're saying two people emotionally involved, the woman is feeling a certain way. So a man coming in and he's like, babe, what's wrong? That's not true. Men do not effectively communicate in relationships. Where are you getting that from?
No, you're wrong.
That's not true.
You're absolutely wrong. Men will suffer in silence and not say absolutely nothing. No, I'm not saying you're wrong. Regardless, men will stop communicating because only time a woman's available is when it's something she cares about. When women say be emotionally intelligent, emotionally available, it's about what she cares about. If a man comes to his woman, hey Chris, yes. I don't like how you talked to me today. I really didn't appreciate how you talked to me today. Hey Chris, I didn't like that. I really wanted you to cook this week, but you always want us to eat out. Hey Chris, I don't like the fact that I wanted to make love to you Thursday and Friday, but you didn't feel like making love to me. Most men can't keep communicating that. It's one of the most unattractive things that started happening to a woman who doesn't want to cooperate or stay consistent with her purpose to her man or her responsibility to her man. We got to be honest about that. Men communicate phenomenally. Matter of fact, he wouldn't even be in a relationship if he didn't want to be soft and loving to his woman. A man ain't trying to talk to his woman the same way he talks to no man. And she wouldn't be with him if he talked to her the same way he talked with a man. So it's disingenuous to say that men lack communication skills with their women. They can communicate exactly what they mean. But if it's something that she has to change, if it's something that she has to do, typically she'll shut down and make it about herself.
Mm-hmm. That's all I was trying to say. I mean, just like when you get into it with your girl, I think we can, like 5 minutes later, it's water under the bridge.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. I'm smacking you on the ass. I'm kissing you on your neck. You know, whatever. But also, women don't come at men in a way of softness no more. It's all rah, rah, rah. You're not listening to my feelings or how I feel. I'm not trying to listen to you. You coming to me like a man. Come down, sit on my lap. Baby, I need to talk to you. Something soft and settled. It'll ease all the attention. We're going to listen. We're going to figure it out. We're going to move forward. But we don't get that kind of level of respect as men, especially when you got a man that takes care of the house. And then for Lucky to sit there and say that men don't do that, but men still provide the house, the food, the electric, everything like that. But then the women don't want to cook for you, don't want to give you no ass, and then always got an attitude, all at the same time. I mean, we're just supposed to sit there and bear and take it until they ain't got that attitude no more.
Yeah. And the truth is, the woman will keep tallies. She'll go tit for tat, and she'll start becoming a victim in the house. You think she growing and y'all learning each other. You think she thinks you care about her, but by saying, hey, sometimes when you wrong, I'll accept the accountability that I'm wrong. So I'll show you that I'll put us above the relationship, or you put her feelings above yours at times to demonstrate to her that you love her. But what she'll do while you building a case to show that you love her, she'll build a case to leave you. One day you wake up and she built all those tit for tat and tallies to go, oh, you know, all them times I was in my feelings. Yeah, you were wrong. I didn't ever think you were wrong. Excuse me, that I was wrong. You were wrong. So now on this Friday, 5 years into the relationship, she's ready to leave you. She kept all the tallies to leave, where you thought y'all were demonstrating how much y'all love for each other, for richer or for poor, for better or for worse, and y'all ain't even married yet, or you married, that it was growing your relationship because you would never disown your child. Your child can spill milk. Your child can get in trouble. Your kids can do certain things. You can butt heads with your mother and father. I've had crazy arguments with my mother and father before. I love them in the same breath. And my kids, I got friends the same way. You don't think it tears people apart, but what it does, she keeps a tally in her mind of every time she didn't get her way, and eventually she goes, I can't control this man. If she's an immature woman and not ready to be a wife, she's going to go, I got to go to another man that'll enable my feelings and validate me, and someone I can control.
Yep. Facts.
What, Blanca, what you about to say, my brother? You sitting there like you about to play next week in the Super Bowl, in a couple of weeks in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, what's cool? How's everybody doing, yo?
What it do, Blanco?
Good.
We trying to stay alive,
Good.
man.
Yeah, I see you, Lee, man. Hey, you been having a good run, family. I'm proud of you, my son.
I'm trying, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring love back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's keep it going. This should even be a discussion, bro. The man is way more loyal than a woman, bro. Is the man the one that's staying in the sexless marriage? That's how they call it, right? Is the man that's staying on those, right? In sexless marriage, right? They stay there, right?
Yes.
When they, right?
Yes.
Is a man? Some men now is getting their ass whipped by their women nowadays. The women go across their head and everything, bro. They still stay, right? They treat them like shit. Because for the most part, whether the man wants to leave or not, he still stay there because for the most part, he got something to lose at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Even if he don't got that much money, guess what? He's gonna go from his three bedroom home into a 1-bedroom apartment in a heartbeat. So he's the one that has to endure, for the most part, like the losses of the relationship. I think it's a famous quote that goes like this: when a woman leaves you, she left you 6 months earlier. When a man leaves you, she left 6 months later. There is a reason why that quote was said. Did I say it right? I don't know. I think I'm probably messing up.
We know
something like that.
Something like that, but we know exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
So that should even be a discussion. And I know I wanted to jump on the whole ugly girl thing. Like, yo, an ugly woman know what she stand, bro. They know she knows that she is after 10 o'clock activity. When you go to a restaurant, Papa does, you know what I mean, Estate 44, Maestro, City Hall, all these restaurants. I want you to take a look around and to see if a man is taking an ugly woman on a date. And I seriously doubt that you're going to see that. The only time you're going to see an ugly woman at a restaurant is most likely this man got 20, 30 years with this woman. And she don't got fat and ugly. We take that. You see what I'm saying?
Nah,
hey,
she with her friends.
Or it's a job promotion and they taking her over there so they can celebrate. That's just what it is. I ain't made the rules. I see that all the time, yo. The only time you're gonna see a man with an ugly girlfriend or something is at Walmart. You catch them, all of them at Walmart, and you wanna see how depressed that man look. That man do not look happy, bro. I'm sorry. That's just what it is, bro. That's what I noticed. Go ahead, Ali.
No. I mean, but the thing is this: it's when you start thinking about the problem that still bothers me is the fact that women are pushing men to marry them just to divorce them. Women are pushing and fighting for men to be with them just to leave them. It makes no sense. And that's why, Chris, that's what we trying to understand more as men. Why are women pushing so hard? Like if it would, women want the relationships. It's the men who will keep that friends with benefits, and he'll stay outside and still do his thing. And he's not stressed. He don't have to worry about no problems. He ain't got to worry about no demands. And I said it earlier. If we struggling with commitment in relationships, let's be all friends with benefits. Let's be friends with benefits. You don't got to control me. I don't got to control you. You know who's going to switch up as soon as we commit to those type of relationships, Chris?
It's going to be a woman. I mean,
I
won't disagree.
But what's
a lot of
happening
what you guys said is true.
She's going to want to control a man. She's not going to want him to exercise his power, but then she's not going to want him to control her. Why should I give up all the things that I'm doing that takes the stress away from me, that makes my life easier, if when I get with you, you still want to do what you want to do, but not do what the man's asking you to do, which makes him, which gives an incentive for him to be in a relationship? What's the point of that? Why do I got to get in a relationship where I got to fight with this woman to listen? I got to fight with this woman to pay her bills. I got to fight with this woman to see that I love her. And she worked so hard to get me to that point. She was stressing before I got with her. She's fighting with you, having to be with her. You won't take me out in public. You won't let me meet your family. You do all of that. Now all of a sudden, you're the worst person to ever walk on earth.
Yeah.
Like how did that happen?
I will tell you from what I've seen. As you guys know, I'm out the cave. Yes. So I'm gonna tell you what I've seen so far. You know, the order has been messed up, even from biblical terms. It's been messed up. The order is all out of whack. You know, we have all kinds of social influences today that are promoting bad behavior with women, unfortunately, and it is causing them to follow that trend instead of doing what we were designed to do. I'm not saying that we were designed to just be cave women, but in regard to honoring and respecting men, we're being taught to be a boss chick, be an independent woman, and unfortunately minimizing the man. And I think it's the agenda of the devil, ultimately, because I follow biblical principles. But I think that another issue is that a lot of times women, because we don't have skill in vetting good men or men who have the capacity to be a good man and do right, we haven't vetted well. And so we end up getting with men who will mistreat us. And then it happens over and over again. And we think that that is the norm. And so by the time we finally meet a good man, we don't know how to treat that good man because we've been mistreated so many times because we haven't done our homework, unfortunately. So I think that's why that happens. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a boss chick or being independent in certain areas. But I think that when you get with a good man, you have to have some sort of balance. You still have to honor the good man as the head, of the house. If your intent is to get married and be with that person long term and win together, you should be able to balance those things, because when you get with a good man, he's going to want to see you win as his woman. He's going to want to see you win as his wife. So you won't have a battle there. Another thing, and these are just some points. Another thing is communication is a very, very big deal. And today, a lot of us have not had practice with cohesive communication. So, and then understanding, because you could say something and then it could be interpreted another way. I've been guilty of that myself. So I think that those are some reasons why you see that today, why a woman will push to get married, but she's actually not equipped to take on what comes with being a wife.
Right. But then should what you said, Blanca, you about to say something?
All those excuses are cop out, bro. Oh, she's being hurt so much. Oh my God, she haven't learned, bro. Nah. All that shit is a bunch of bullshit. And I know attacking you, lady. I know attacking you, lady.
I'm not saying you are. Oh no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
What I'm saying is that women, for the most part, and starting high school, all of us went to high school. Yes, women in general start jumping from dick to dick. Okay, at the time she's ready to settle down with some guy, whatever. What's the average age? Ali, I heard you say that before. I don't remember the name off the top
That
of my
women
head.
want to get that women want to get married.
Yeah, at the
29.
age that they get married, right? 29.
29.
Is it safe for me to say that they start getting buzzed down around 15, 16?
Yeah.
Right? That's kind of like the average age, right?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a 15-year career of they getting buzzed down. You see what I'm saying? So here's the problem. Once you go down that road, you mentally get messed up. You cannot do what we do. You see what I'm saying? We can be with 40, 50, 100 women. That ain't gonna hurt most of us. We still chart. We still can operate from ear to ear, right? Once a woman get piped down by 10 plus guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's for the street at that point. That's a straight activity, meaning that it would be it's not impossible, but it becomes very complicated for her to actually be with one guy because her track record indicates that she cannot stay down with one guy. As soon as everything goes south, whatever the case might be, she's gonna bounce and jump on the next dick. Every 2 years, they got a new dick.
Can I respond to that? So Blanco, I don't disagree with you, but what I was saying and what I hope I elaborated on when I was speaking was that that behavior was demonstrated from somewhere. She didn't, a young woman is not waking up and just saying, oh, I want to be promiscuous. I want to, you don't know. Some things are caught and some things are taught. So you can become a product of your environment. Something can be demonstrated to you. It can be something seen, and those things can happen. So I don't disagree with you, but what I'm saying is she had to learn that behavior from somewhere. And therefore now, as you were saying, it's going from this to this to that. She's just modeling the behavior that she's seen. And I'm not saying that it excuses the behavior, but I'm saying it came from somewhere because Ali asked me a question. Why do I think these things are happening?
Yes,
but
is it a cop-out when if a woman mistreats me, women aren't going to justify me mistreating other women? Because if we're going to say it warrants you mistreating a man or not being able to treat a man well, that means that no man should wife up a woman. He should dog out and disrespect every woman because his heart was broken initially. Most of the men in high school, middle school are getting their hearts broken, and then that's why the market gets muddy. Men are suckers for love. So if we're going to accept that, and we got to remember it, if a woman justifies mistreating and disrespecting a man and not knowing how to be a woman that shows up in a relationship, then men have every right to dog out women, run through them, disrespect them, and completely dismiss anything they need from them. That would have to be the justification or the actual conclusion of how we used to see these relationships. Until women earn, we have to go back to women earning relationships. They don't think they have to prove anything. And like you said, even that. Your thought, like I said, your thought is understandable and your perspective is understandable. But the women will say, literally, we'll talk like this. Hey, what happened to you? Why so serious? Like, why you feeling like this? Boogie say his story, Big Aaron, all of us say our story, except for Big Aaron. Man, who hurt you? Who hurt you?
Exactly what they gonna say.
Exactly.
So they're gonna ask the men who hurt them, knowing that they hurt the men, but they want to be able to mistreat men and us look over their so-called trauma. And accept it because one person hurt them, but it's an excuse, Chris, because they know how to treat everybody else good. And I keep saying this,
but I'm not excusing the behavior. I said that earlier. I said you shouldn't excuse it. Yeah.
No,
I'm saying don't excuse it.
Right. No,
and don't repay.
We're not gonna say you're making the actual excuse.
No. I'm saying you guys should not excuse the behavior. Yes, women in general. You shouldn't excuse the behavior.
And I said this before, few shows back. Women respect everybody but a man, and a man won't let nobody disrespect them but they women.
Facts.
It's crazy. It's crazy to me.
Yep.
I don't understand it all. So I don't know why we so devalued for valuing women more than anything. When a woman puts us at the bottom of the totem pole, even Lucky admitted before she left, we're at the very bottom of her totem pole, but we treat her better than everybody.
No, I'm totally understandable. And again, to what I said earlier when you asked me the question, I don't believe you should excuse the behavior, and I don't think you should be or stay with a woman like that. I don't believe that you should repay evil for evil. But again, like I said, there are so many things in our world, in our society today that are promoting this bad behavior. And so women are following this this trend. It doesn't excuse it, but if you look, like I'm sure you guys watch all kinds of entertainment, whatever, and you can see what is being promoted to women today. You can see how there's promotion where it's devaluing the man today. You know,
Right.
again, like I said, because I follow biblical principles, I believe it's an agenda of the enemy to remove the man out of the home. You take the strong man out, you can cause all kinds of havoc in the home that affects everybody. It affects the children. It affects how they're raised and how they're brought up. And so therefore,
Right.
you know, there's an issue all around.
So then you would agree. So you would agree, as we continue to walk this down, when we're talking about the equal conversation, that the man is superior than the woman if she's easy to compromise, right?
Yeah. The man is definitely
And not to take away from her value and how powerful
no,
she is.
not at all.
But if she's so easy to compromise, you would think that he's the one that's supposed to be at the top.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
Go ahead, my brother. Watch the series.
Mm-hmm.
I'm chewing on candy cane. But my question to Chris is,
sure.
I've been on podcasts. I've done this in person. Why didn't you not call Lucky out on what she was doing and being disingenuous?
What part?
On all of it.
Well, I only heard some of what Lucky said, and I did when she spoke. I said she had some fair points in regard to what she was saying, but I don't know which parts exactly.
You didn't hear her. Then that's on me. But what I'm saying is that goes back to why men say it's hard to choose between a good woman and a bad woman, because the bad women, not saying you,
right,
but in most cases, the good women will stand beside the bad women and let the bad women say disingenuous stuff about men, knowing doggone well, let the bad woman lead the area, lead the conversation. I don't know what's up with her. She crazy. Well, why didn't you call her out in person? That's another thing.
They won't do it.
It depends on the caliber of woman. It depends on the caliber of women, I would say. Because, like, for instance, with my friend group, we will call each other out. You know, like, sis, now you know you was wrong. You know, you need to clear that up. You know, I've had conversations like that where it's been to me, or I've had to say that. You know, and you can talk firm, you can talk in love, and then they'll understand, and you go from there. But I think again, it depends on the caliber of women that you're dealing with.
I mean, can I ask a question?
Sure.
To Ms. Chris, yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you believe it's part of the demure? It's a component of the demure nature of a woman to be non-confrontational.
Okay, so define the word demure for me, because that's not something that I use often. So what does that mean? So then that way I'll know exactly what I'm answering.
Reserved, restrained, laid back. The opposite of assertive.
Do I
not shy, but controlled restraint?
Do I believe that is a woman's natural nature?
No, I'm saying, do you believe if a woman is demure, part of that is going to be that she's non-confrontational?
Okay.
Is that true?
If she's demure, she's going to be non-confrontational. Most likely. It just definitely depends on the situation. So to better answer your question, I would have to know the situation. But yes, if a woman is more demure, if we're using that term, she would probably practice more restraint.
Right.
But again, like I said, that goes to what she's seen, what she's been taught, because some things are taught and some things are caught. You know, I'll give you a real good example of myself. Like, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Steve Harvey show back in the day with Regina King, who was the principal, the lady who played, Regina King as the principal. When I was a young girl, I used to see that, and I saw how she dressed, and I just liked her personality. She was funny, charismatic. She dressed well. She was educated, and I saw that, and I was like, oh, I want to dress like that when I get older, and I want to kind of be a little bit like that when I get older. So it was some sort of a good model. My mom, fantastic role model. Her dress style, which was not inappropriate, was a little different than that. But I was like, oh, that's why I said some things are taught and some things are caught. But yes, to your point, yes, a more demure woman, she would practice more restraint and more self-control.
But he asked, is she like? You're asking if she's naturally that way, Big Aaron?
Would a component of that be that she's going to be non-confrontational?
Most likely. That kind of woman is going to be more non-confrontational with you. She's gonna want to have a conversation with you and talk things out rather than just be like,
yeah, or like if there's like a contentious conversation outside of her, that she's probably just going to observe it rather than interject. So why so serious? I think because what we have here is a relatively demure and non-confrontational woman, it's up to men to offer her a way in or to pave a way in to stop the conversation and say, you know what, Chris, what's your opinion on this? Rather than to expect her to just jump on the girl. I don't think she's going to do that because that's part of the feminine nature of being, demure and non-confrontational.
Yes, I'm not going to.
She's not going to be assertive naturally. You would have to assert for her.
I would have.
It's mostly men on the pod that was getting on Lucky, so I didn't want to.
No. But the thing that makes it a certain way is the fact that you conceded to her, and then when she left, you asked that question.
Oh no, but you have to go by what I heard.
It looked like you conceded.
Yeah, no. Well, I was saying, I said she had a point.
You my man. Yeah, you my man. 100 grand.
Because she
had a point in regard to the emotional checkout. I'm sorry.
So it's like, well, I'm not finna pry at this one when I know she's not gonna be.
I know, but you didn't keep going. You conceded. That's why
I did keep going.
Oh, you talking about he conceded?
She proved my point on her privilege.
No, she proved her point on her own, but you didn't. No. You hold on. Why so serious? You my man.
Okay.
I've been hyping you up.
You wanted me to dig and pry?
No, I didn't. No. You let it. You could have been like, hey, Lucky, you can say what you're saying, but I don't agree with that. But you said, okay, I agree with you. That's what you did.
No, I said I digress.
I gotta go back and look. You might be right.
I said I digress.
And look, and I don't know. You my man. I like you. I'm hyping you up. You my man. I love you when you come on the show. And I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. But it looked like that's why she said why you ain't call out, because you said something. And I was like, oh. Remember I said, oh, no. Hold on. No, why so serious? I said, remember I hit the Mario button. I said, you don't let her get that like that.
And yeah, but I said I digress. And then that's when Boogie was like, she's not gonna be honest with him. So I see why he stood down. That was like they do it all the time. Now I tried to call her out on something, but she left. I was like, I just talk to me. Forget what they talking about. She left. I just wanted to ask.
I'm gonna go back and look. That's why she said that. Because
since she in the comments, ask this. Since she say men don't leave like this. If a married, and it's to the married women on the podcast. If you're married, because a lot of women bring up the Bible, but I think they only bring it up to benefit them or win an argument. Not Miss Chris, because that's all she talk about. But what I'm saying is, join back then. But what I'm saying is, if you and your husband can't get along, you supposed to stand by them vows. To death do you part. If your husband ain't cheating on you, you not cheating on him. Y'all just can't get along. And he tells you, our last child is 13. When he turned, we can stay together. Fake the fuck.
I wasn't the only one, and you usually not like that. You hold your own, but you let it. I'm telling you what you did. That's why I was like, remember, I went just like this. I said, because I thought you weren't gonna let up. Like, I'm okay with you not over pursuing. It's the way you stop. It's the way you stop.
No, because I said the wrong thing when I should have been like pretty privileged. I said you a woman. I was like, you a woman, so you get the privilege. When my mind was saying you're pretty, you are attractive, so you pretty.
And that might be true right there. That might be true right there. That might be Lucky. That might be true right there.
You're a victim.
I mean, I can hold my own. It wasn't about that. It's just in my head, I was like, I used the wrong word.
Why so serious? I think if you did ask her the question while she was on, she struck me as the type of person that would tell you the truth.
Trey, you finna call me out?
Yeah, nigga, you pussy.
Oh man, Trey, come on, Trey, you can't do that. Trey, come on, Trey.
Oh my God. Hey, real talk, Trey, because I look up y'all. Tell me what I did wrong. Because I feel like
hold on. Hey, why so serious? We gonna mess with you, right? But like you one the person we hyping up in the space. You a breath of fresh air, fam. The only thing you should have said, you like, look, I'm not over pursuing because it's not a good look to over pursue, right? But you demonstrating them type of behaviors, but I'm gonna leave it alone. What you said was you right. It was like you right and you let it go. That's why I said, dang, why so serious? You letting that go? And I hit the button.
I could have sworn I said I digress.
I'm gonna go back and look.
Anybody, I could have sworn I said I digress.
I say I'm wrong. I'll start the show and go, I was wrong. I'm gonna go back and go look if I can find it. But it looked like you said she was right.
No, I ain't say I will never, man.
No, he did say I digress.
He kind of let it go or leave so he can continue.
Yeah, he's like, I digress.
That's what I said.
Hey, I know, man.
Fuck you.
fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next?
If he said that, then I'll stand down. I'll say I'm
Nah, I
right.
want to know what Trey about to say.
He about to say the same thing. He just
I ain't gonna say nothing, man. That ain't got nothing to do with me, man. You gotta stand on your square or you're a man, my boy.
I did, and she ended up right. But I just knew the conversation.
You
was
good.
Shout out to the panel. What's good, everybody?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I think you do perfect majority of times, fam. I don't think you scared at all either. I just think like when
I just messing with you.
he just messing with you. When she said that, it just seemed like I gotta go back. And if you say I digress after you said what you said, then I gotta fall back to I was like, nah, he did the right thing. If you did that, I say you did the right thing.
Trey, how often do you hear me say I digress?
A lot.
I heard you say it often.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and watch though.
I'm never gonna concede. especially for a woman, but-
Everybody make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I make mistakes too. So
Play your
I'm just saying,
fucker.
she raised quick after I said I wanted to ask her a question. How is that me not trying to talk to her? She left. I was like, Elsa, talk to me. Even when Boogie was
you
talking,
got a point. He got a point. Lucky, he got a point. Lucky hit us with the V card. She hit us with that V card.
What when Boogie React jumped in, I said, don't talk to him, ignore him, talk to me. Even Aaron
Yeah.
called out the ignorance.
Lucky gotta come back, man. Lucky, you gotta come and
Lucky,
make it happen, man.
Where she order food from?
Uber Eats.
Fleming's.
Flemings.
Hey, she was eating big too. She got to go finish that Fleming's plate.
Yeah.
That's some little meals, man. Fleming's don't give you that much for.
I just be want to ask women, because y'all, they love the Bible. If your husband came to you, Kazaya, chill. If your husband came to you and was like,
But that's all he got to do. That's all he got to do. That's it. That's all. And actually, he probably if they is that son or daughter?
That's my son.
All he ain't even got to do that. If he saw you, he probably stopped too. That's all you got to do.
That's why he ain't come around.
Trey be the same. Trey be like, hey man, come here.
Yeah. If your husband came to you,
and they know we don't be playing. Like
is breathe.
Hey, Chris, why do women love when we do that to everybody but them? Like when y'all see us check people or say something, y'all be like, "Ooh, that's my man." But as soon as we get to checking you be like, "You toxic."
I'm out of the cave. So
Okay.
Why are you talking to me like that?
It's great. You can check everybody but her. She loves it. Soon as she with you because she see it. She see the energy. She see your assertiveness. Soon as you say,
so
"Hey, I don't like that."
My answer to that, obviously, if we see our man handle a situation, we're gonna like that. When it comes to us, I think naturally women have a tendency to want to be right. I've been guilty of that myself. So I think that is why I wouldn't use the word toxic, but I think that's why women will use the word toxic.
They use the word toxic because what?
Well, you said you use the word toxic, but they have a tendency to want to be right. They don't want to be wrong. So if you are checking them,
But when they right,
something,
they wrong though, ain't they?
Right.
How they
right? But they would like to be right. So if you check them about it, they're gonna have an issue with that. Yeah,
it make no sense, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
How do you counter somebody that has no count? Like you can't counter them if they choose not to cooperate. If they choose for you to be wrong and them to be right, but they wrong. How do you counter that?
Well, what I would say is you probably won't be able to counter that outside of prayer. But my addition to that is this: before you decided to take a long-term step with that individual, I'm sure that she showed you some yellow or red flags before you got all the way there.
Okay. Oh, hold on, Chris. I know you ain't Chris. I know you ain't like Chris.
Yes.
Chris.
Yes.
Chris. Chris.
Yes.
Why y'all keep doing?
What?
Why do y'all gotta keep Chris? If I make a commitment to something, I should honor it and show and demonstrate my behaviors that I made a commitment to it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But before you actually cross the marriage,
no, the red flag shouldn't. The red flags.
Yeah.
The thing she was doing prior to that.
Yeah.
Once she engages in a commitment, just like me.
Yeah.
Right. When I met women, they knew I was messing with 50,000 women.
Mm-hmm.
They knew it, and they were competing without saying it. They knew it. We ain't never talk about it, but they knew it. You get what I'm saying? Like they knew it. Nobody had to communicate to me, Ali. If you're gonna get with this woman, you're gonna have to be monogamous. Don't cheat on this woman. Don't lie on this woman. No one had to communicate that to me, and I was outside. So, so why if a woman does that, why don't we tell the women, oh, you should have saw the green? And we ain't talking about women like to go to the extreme, but why didn't she see the red flags? Why didn't she have to vet better?
She should have. No, what I'm saying works both ways.
Because most men alter their behaviors to be. Chris, the only time men change is for their women.
Okay.
So shouldn't be. So the only time a woman should change too, if she can't change and damn sure can't do nothing else for nobody else, should be for her man.
If she wasn't demonstrating the change when you were with her, she had no intention of changing when you guys decided to make it official.
Most women don't lead with that though. Most women don't lead with
that's
not
true.
Behavior. They lead with change behavior. They will change that. They'll change their Facebook, IG, the way they dress, everything. They'll start cooking, cleaning. They doing everything. Soon as they get that relationship and soon as they get that ring, they the worst version of themselves. They go right back to, you know what? I want freedom again. I lost myself. I lost my identity.
Disingenuous. That the reality
Not
is
why she can't just be a hey Chris? Why can't we just say she's not a good person?
She wasn't being a good person.
No, not being a good person. Why can't we say she's not a good person?
The thing.
You see how hard it is? Like if any man came up here and we found out they weren't taking care of their kids, we'll say that man trash. Trash. I need that clip too.
Garbage.
Trash. If he out here deleting, if he out here messing up the community, trash. If he cheating on his woman and he has a justification to cheat on his woman and she ain't doing right, she loving her man, taking care of him, trash. Like we'll say these men are trash. Y'all will not say women are trash. She's traumatized.
They'll say it behind her back though.
Hey, she's looking for herself.
It's always an excuse.
Ali, you see that smile?
Hey, Trey, she's healing. She's healing, Trey. She's healing.
Listen, she'll get baptized in lava before she say that. That's crazy.
You know what?
It's always an excuse, right? It's always
I'm working on being out of my
excuse.
cave, honestly. I think a lot of times I have a tendency to internalize, meaning what I would do versus what the majority would do. And so yes, the majority it is a challenge to say someone is not a good person.
The new one now is the new one that I've been hearing for the past 6 months is the one that their brain don't develop until they 25. That's like the new thing. Now all of a sudden now they scientists now. So their brain don't develop until they turn 25. So technically she's a child. What?
Then she should
really or buy a house.
Get a car, voting out like nothing. Then that means that they still need to be getting filed as dependents to their parents if their mindset ain't like that. If they don't get a car,
it's funny that somebody can sign up to be in the military at 18, go to Iraq and all these places, but some way somehow your brain don't develop. Well, why they don't use their excuse for them? What's the excuse for them?
Yeah, for the men.
But how about and I actually used this argument the other day when are you familiar with Carmelo Anthony, the young boy that caught that body in Dallas? He stabbed like his teammate, something like that, at the track, on the track competition, the track meet. Yeah. Nobody used the excuse for him that his brain haven't been developed. He's 17. What excuse for him at?
I guess I gotta understand. Tell me what your question is, so then that way I can answer.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a question.
Okay.
No, not at all, darling.
Okay.
Because women get the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
Can I ask you guys a question? Okay, so if you guys are pursuing a woman and you see that she has yellow flags and you see that she has red flags, I'm not saying that she doesn't have the ability to change, but say if you see these things and they are consistent, there's really no evidence showing that she's going to change, that she's going to be a better person when you guys, or if you guys decide to get married. Would you still move forward in that relationship or would you walk away?
We're not even going to get to the point of even thinking about marriage.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That is wonderful.
Chris, you know that's
not how it is.
Hey, Chris, 71% of our women unmarried. So you know we exercising that. We more married than our women, almost 1 million more married men than our women. So you know we know how to exercise that.
Okay.
There's no reason to talk about that.
Okay.
They're not doing what's required to get married of them, but they laying on the backside and babies are still popping out left and right.
Okay.
And then the blame is put on her. Oh man, you made her a baby mama. You had kids out of wedlock. No. She made it way bigger than what it was, and she boosted her value way more than she thought she was. Because even if we had this baby out of wedlock, even if the man did bust in this woman, most men would still take care of this woman if she cooperated, but she still don't want to cooperate.
Well, let me ask you another question. For each man on the panel, and you guys can answer individually, obviously,
Yes.
what would it take for you? What qualities in a woman would it take for you to marry them? What would you need to see from the woman in order to say, you know what, I'm stopping here. This is the one I want to make my wife. What qualities do you need to have? What qualities does she need to have?
Competent.
Of course. Besides the fact that you got to look good, be competent.
What you mean by competent, though, Blanco?
Be able to be understand when you know everything is okay when it's good, right? But how she going to be able to be smart and go in a smart way when everything going south. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Be able to be understanding and lovely. How to react to a stressful situation. Because usually they don't want to be in stressful situations, and goes back to what I'm saying. Since they start getting smashed early, the most common thing they're gonna do is get up and bounce. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the easiest thing to do. They're not gonna stay there like grandma. She's gonna stay over there to see it through. You know what I mean? They're gonna just get up and start with a. Go ahead.
So you will require a woman to be able to weather the storm with you, basically.
But the problematic part about that is, when you ask, it's like us. You have to ask a man what he would have to do. A woman to have a husband, when most of us know what she'd want from her husband. It's in the Bible, especially women who a lot of women profess to be Christians and hold the Bible, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says the woman, a man that finds a wife finds a good thing
and obtains favor with the Lord. Yeah.
Everything that a wife embodies is what that woman should emulate. And the biggest part about that is the ability to cooperate and be agreeable with the man that she chose. She shouldn't be pushing back on this man.
Is it fair to say, though, that there are some women, just because there's a ton of different caliber of women out there, is it fair to say that there are some who actually have no idea what a man, just hypothetically speaking, women don't know what a man would want to
but it becomes,
get married.
and this is what I love about you being intentional, right? And I'm hoping you being intentional. They know how to do they know how to do everything else. They know how to get up a pole and spin around it and do tricks on it, do other things with their body, but they're not working on how to be a wife, Chris.
You remember what I said earlier, though, when I said that, some things are taught and some things are taught.
Can you address? Look, they know how to be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
They know how to get a job. They know how to learn responsibilities that they didn't have. They know how to be a soldier. They know how to do all these things that they put their mind to, because they can do whatever they want to do, but they can do everything but actually be a wife.
Yeah.
She has to want to be. That's something she has to want to be. That's nothing.
Yes.
It shouldn't be my obligation to teach her and tell her what she needs to do. It shouldn't.
No.
So get what I'm saying, though. When you ask.
But
I was asking your personal requirement.
What we are looking for.
Yes, I was asking.
I know that, Trey, but I'm not saying Chris is not being intentional, but that's something that if we want to be husbands, we need to learn how to be a husband. We need to work on being a husband. And most women, and I'm not taking anything from what Chris, because I think Chris is intentional. That question is asked constantly, and so many women have no idea what it is, but they're a woman of God. All of them are women of God.
Ali, the difference is that different men, all men are not looking for the same requirements.
Right.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
No, on the surface level for sure, but at the end of the day, I think she was just asking for educational purposes only, right?
Yeah.
But if I ask her, hey, Chris, what you think? Most men want the same thing. They'll say we don't. What do you think most men want?
Cooperation, silence.
So
3 times sections per week.
Hold on, not Blanco. I said Chris.
So I'm coming out of my cave. My cave with some of the things that I heard on the panel yesterday. Was to be quiet, have sex, and You know what? I forgot the third thing, but
I don't
those are
want
some
no
of the
woman
things
to be
that are.
quiet.
Well, that's exactly.
No,
That's what I heard on
crazy.
the panel
That's
yesterday.
crazy. You led with that first. That you led with quiet. That's crazy.
But you
But
know
that's
what?
okay.
That's what I kept hearing the most on the panel yesterday. So that you asked me, what did I think
Who
most
said that?
men
Who
want?
said that?
Uncomfortable Truth said that.
One.
A lot. He said it a lot. But okay,
Okay.
so
No, Chris. No, Chris.
Uh-huh.
That's one.
That's one person. Yes.
Keep going.
And then Ali, I think I remember you saying something about intimacy.
No, Chris. You know that what
Right.
I'm talking about. I want the other people who said they need their woman to be quiet.
I didn't hear anybody else say they want their woman to shut
Chris,
up. I
come
just
on,
heard
Chris.
uncomfortable
Most men
truth
don't
lately.
tell that.
Yeah.
Most
Nah.
men, even most men, typically they woman gonna be the talking. Most men ain't be talking. Most of what we
That's a
talking
fact.
about, she just be gonna run. Okay, oh yeah, what?
Mhm.
Girl,
We
you
just-
crazy.
We
That's
just
what
hope
she
that,
did at her job. Cause she don't want most of
Yep.
the time women ain't trying to hear what you talking about.
yeah, we just hope her
Yep.
mouth don't put me in a situation where
let
I
me-
gotta do 25 to life. That's all it
I'll
is.
answer seriously now. I think that you want peace. I think that you want physical intimacy, and I believe that you want somebody to make sure they prepare food for you. Those are a
Thank
few
you.
things.
That's three core things.
Those are a
That's
few
what
things.
that's most men.
That's
The key. When I was growing up, in both sides, my mom from one side of the world, my dad from the other side of the world. All the women knew that the key to a man's heart is his stomach.
Outside of that, though, qualities though is what I was asking. Like, what qualities in a woman would cause you to say, "Hey, I want to invest this lifelong"? That's what I was wondering, because I'm sure that like all of you guys are different on the panel, and if a woman were watching this would be really insightful for her to understand from different types of men on the panel to explain the things that they're looking for. We got from Blanco that he said he wants a woman to be competent, basically a woman who's going to be able to weather the storm with him, that is going to stay 10 toes down pretty much if things are going good and if things are going bad.
So you
So
know
that's
one
one
thing.
perspective.
So you know what one another core thing is, if you want to say traits, right?
Yeah.
You know, women will say, I want men who communicate, right? Even though they're doing the most of the communicating, men love a woman who sounds extremely feminine. Like it's
Okay.
like
Fact.
she puts you in a trance. Like the Claire Huxtables,
Yeah.
like how Claire Huxtable, like a woman who talks like a lady, like it's commanding. Like a man wants to listen to that. It like what he ain't even listening to the words you saying. Like you already got him in a trance. Like when a woman embody that femininity, like the way she talks. A lot of women, I keep saying, sound boisterous, and they got bass in their voice, and they trying to sound kind of manly, but they not men. But they put bass in their voice, so they're a little bit more assertive. That's very unattractive. I remember the first time I started hearing women saying "bruh." Like, I was like, what? And she like, nah, bruh. I was like, what you just say? Like, it was one of the most unattractive things I ever heard. But there's a lot of women that say bruh now. Like, there's a lot of things that went the way women communicate. It's like, what she talking about? Like, so unattractive. So a woman who sounds like a lady, she walks like a lady, she dresses like a lady, her hair natural.
They got switches now.
The way your hair is, a woman who has natural hair, natural, even though they lie to us and go, oh, y'all want BBLs. No, we don't. We hate them. The BBL is worse than the breast implant, like way worse. And it probably smells too. But most men don't want no woman with no BBL. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want none of that. I don't know. I mean, y'all want BBLs?
Hell no.
I'm not gonna say I want it, but I've dated several women with them, but they already
but you already know what you're doing with the BBL.
Nah.
I say you already know what you're doing with them BBL.
What about
all natural?
I think the smell part is like I think that's a myth. I never experienced that. I think that's more like a
BBLs killing y'all.
I've dated several women with BBLs, man. And it's not that I went after them because they had a BBL. I assumed that was their natural body, and I found out later after getting with them that they had a BBL. But I'm not for them. I'm not against them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
would I wipe my bro with a BBL? Probably not.
No,
most like no, absolutely not.
Trey, the truth teller, what do you think? What are some of the qualities that you would be looking that will cause you to say, hey, you know what? I want to settle down. I want to marry this woman.
At the core, she has to be submitted to the will of God. Period.
Okay.
I'm not just talking about a Christian going to church.
Right.
No, I'm talking about in her actions.
Yeah.
Like her actions have to resemble what Christ sets for a standard for an actual woman.
Right.
And that at the core. So like I said, I would have to build up on, and it'd be a long conversation if we're just having a conversation. But at the core, the first thing I'm looking for in a wife is that.
Okay. Okay.
But are you attracted? But I've never been attracted to women who were trying to go under the knife. It tells me you're insecure and you're looking for attention and validation.
That's a fact.
Like the fact that you're going under the knife, I've never been attracted to that. Like if you don't have the biggest breast, that's fine. If you ain't got the biggest booty, that's fine. Especially if you know the man attracted to you, he willing to be with you. But once you start putting yourself under the knife, it's telling me that even the attention from your man isn't enough. If your woman is getting a BBL, she doesn't just want your attention. If a woman getting a breast implant, she just don't want your attention.
Hey, I disagree though.
I know. Let me land real quick, and that's okay. And we're gonna walk that down too. Maybe a woman who gets breast reduction, I give her more credence because her back hurt, right? Typically, her back.
Mental health, yeah.
But a woman who's getting breast enhancement and she got to show her cleavage off all the time. A woman who typically get BBL, and it could be a minority for what Trey about to disagree with, but most women who get body enhancements or cosmetics done, they're doing it to get attention from other men. Matter of fact, most women who were big and got small, they'll leave the guy they was with when they after they got small, because she feel like her value goes up and she gets more attention from men, and she'll get rid of the dude who was with her when she was in her worst shape. Go ahead, Trey.
No, so as a trainer, bro, like there's some people based on their genetics, it's nothing they can do to have the figure that they want, depending on how many kids they had, what the kid did to their body. So all women are not doing for validation. I can honestly say that because I done trained a million women. You understand what I'm saying? So some women,
but that's the minority.
But again, it's not what at the end of the day, what I'm saying is still a fact. That's what I'm saying. It's not about it being a minority. It's not about it being a majority. My point is that some women have to get surgery if they want to look a certain way. And it's not for validation for men. It's to get a certain aesthetic that they desire that they cannot build naturally. And it's just a fact.
Why do they want that aesthetic?
Because it don't look right. What you mean?
Because men like
attention.
Because men like it.
But at the end of the day, listen, if you like it, hold on, Ali. So you telling me 100% of women, 100% of women who have a flat butt, if they desire a flat butt, it's for a man or they want to look good. It's a confidence build. It's a confidence builder, bro.
Do women know that men ain't attracted? Do women know that men are attracted to flat butts?
I do this for a living, so you can you can disagree all you want. I know for a fact.
So for a fact, you saying that most women, if they get a booty enhancement where they have a flat butt, they're just doing it for themselves. They're not doing it just like most
women want the aesthetic.
No, I said it again. Most women when they get
no, I'm not gonna do the I'm not gonna do the most. Hold on, Ali, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do the most. I'm not gonna do the minority. I'm saying those women that it applies to, they are going to have a certain aesthetic, and there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
I'm not talking about no Trey. Trey, you realize you made it about the minority or those women. Most women. I said most.
Ali, I just made a point, bro, because this is what I do. So what I'm saying is that I know confident women, and I train them. I say, hey, listen, this right here, we can train for 1,000 more years. It's not gonna ever get to the way you want to. So if you wanna go get a procedure to enhance it, cool. You still doing the work. Just make sure after you get it, you get right back in the gym and keep grinding. It's that simple.
And all I said was most women do that for attention. They don't do that for themselves. When women say they do it for themselves,
if you say most, then yes, but I didn't say most.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
No. You're pigeonholing the conversation. Don't say
I'm pigeonhole. I said that. No, I said most. It's most.
I mean, listen, I'm not talking about most. I'm talking about to those that it apply to.
Hey Trey, if I said most, that means minority of women that you're talking about.
I agree 100%. But you're still trying to frame it with most versus minority. No, I'm saying to those women who cannot build their body naturally and they've been in the gym. I'm gonna show you some pictures of some women that I don't care how many squats they do, how many deadlifts they do, whatever they do, they cannot get a big butt. Period. If they don't go get surgery, it's gonna happen.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'll tell you, most of the women who say they're not doing it for men are doing it for men.
I agree with that. I don't.
That's all I said. Whether they get surgery or not, most women want attention from men. One man's attention is not enough.
I agree.
That's all I was saying, Trey.
I believe, but you're still, but when I stated my fact, you want to go to the most and minority. That's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about to those who apply.
Hey Trey, your first word that you said was you disagree. That's
I
what you
said I
said.
disagree.
Then you just
Only
you
reason,
disagree.
hold on. But Ali, what I'm saying is that I'm just trying to educate you on this because this is what I do. It's just like if you try to educate me on real estate, I'm not gonna say nothing about it. I'm not even gonna rebuttal at all because that ain't my lane.
No, but I wasn't disagreeing with you. If I say most people don't sell drugs, there's a minority of people who sell drugs. So if I say that most women don't want attention, there's a minority of women who want attention. I just said most women want attention, and especially women who get cosmetics want attention. There's a minority of women who get surgery and enhancement for themselves. I would agree to that, and it ain't about getting from nobody. But most women, if they get that knife, if they get that knife on them, they want that for the attention. And most of them can't even keep a man.
Yeah, 95% is for attention. The other 5 is probably some sort of health reason. Like there is no way around that, bro.
And most of the women with the BBL, I don't even see with a man.
It's easy to prove, right? Because their entire clothes is gonna be tight. They gotta show that monkey. They gotta show that monkey to everybody, bro. It's for displays.
Oh my God!
But hey Trey, you going live?
I can't.
Hold on. Well, never mind. I forgot what's the name. I had to give it the
Now you good? I'm going live at 10 though for sure.
Okay.
Ali, was that your answer to my question though?
What's the question?
Did you remember when I was asking if a woman, what qualities would it take? You mentioned a lot of things.
Yeah. The main things about we want women to be women, right? It's the lady. It's the characteristic for her actually trying to be a righteous woman. She's not trying to be outside. She conducts herself like a lady. She walks like a lady. She speaks like a lady. She moves like a wife. She moves like a woman. If she didn't believe in a God, she moves like a righteous and orderly woman. She's trying to always do the right thing. I don't have to hold this woman accountable because she'll acknowledge when someone's right. She'll acknowledge when someone's wrong. Right now, that's one of the most important things men are looking for is a woman who actually has some type of morality where she can admit when she's wrong. So if she can admit she's wrong, I know already there's other traits that she'll fulfill to make sure she can do what men want. So it can go with the cooperation again, a woman who dressed naturally, a woman who's communicative and sounds like a lady, a woman who cares about society, a woman who cares about children, a woman who cares about the elderly, a communicative woman, a woman who cares about the people. You know what I'm saying? She cares about doing right. She's disgusted by people who do things that are degrading and takes away from her. She cares more about her being respected and people being valued and loved than getting attention and putting her body all over the internet and having everybody see her body and promoting her body all over the place. You know, she's a family woman. She's a family-oriented woman. It's not a lot of women like that anymore.
Yeah. I think this is going to help a lot of women, I feel, when they see it. What about you, Big Aaron? What are some of the qualities that it would take for you to make
He's already married.
Oh. Well, you could talk about the qualities that caused you to marry your wife.
Yeah.
I bet you his wife, I bet you Aaron's wife, if you walk into his house, will ask if anybody wants to drink. His friends want something to drink. That type of woman. I bet you. Hey, Aaron, is that your type of the type of wife you have?
100%.
My grandma and your mom.
That's a woman. A woman. If I take this woman to my mother's house, if I take this woman to my granny house, and the women are cooking and cleaning, she helps. She goes in the kitchen and helps them too. Most of the women I'm talking about in general will sit their behinds down on the couch and watch a woman cook and clean instead of helping her and trying to help with the house. Help your mama, help your grandma, help your auntie. They'll sit there too good and too pretty. They won't even know what to do. So a woman who will even help other women when she goes to their house as well too, and open to serve the men that come inside your house or or the brothers you have or the fathers you have or the men in your family as well too. She's looking to serve them.
So to answer your question, 3 things. 1, she has to be totally self-aware. Self-awareness is where it all starts, knowing who you are, where you fit in this thing called the universe. The second thing, she has to comport herself with an extremely elevated level of decorum. Now, these are things that she's going to receive the benefit of out of me. None of this is a one-way street. But she has to have a level of decorum that is virtually unmatched. The third thing is she has to have an ability to communicate respectfully, and thoroughly. Communication is a two-way street. It's not just the ability to express yourself, but to listen and understand and to process information. And then to express yourself in a way that people can get it and have the patience to go through the process, filling gaps, just in case there's miscommunications and things like that, and accepting responsibility for your position, your place in miscommunication. Those, to me, are the three things that are paramount. Everything else, I can build upon that. If you're not self-aware, you don't comport yourself with some serious decorum, and you don't communicate effectively with me, then the rest is use. I can do nothing with you. Nothing.
What about you, Ronnie?
My biggest thing is respect. I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I can't hear myself. But my biggest thing is like what everybody said. I'll take the respect over the love, because the respect is about the most greatest thing a woman can give a man, is the respect, meaning she respects his leadership. She respects how he moves. She respects everything he does, and she doesn't second guess it or judge it. She's basically giving him the realms to be the man that he's supposed to be. Women just don't respect men no more. And you see it on how they are on the panels. They tell us that men are supposed to be the leaders. Then we get on here and we tell women this is what we want. Like what Ali says, everything that he says, everything that everybody else says. We're pretty simple. Cook for us, keep the house together, give us sex whenever we want, and respect us. And that's basically it. And you'll basically get anything that you want from us. You guys will win in the relationship 9 times out of 10. Being submissive, cooperative, respectful, and honest, and do all the other things, the other few things that we ask for.
Right.
You win. I see it in the people that are around me that have successful marriages. Their wife runs the relationship because they respect their man and their authority. He leads. She does what her role, but he takes care of what he's supposed to take care of, and they ain't in sexless relationships. You know what I'm saying? The man doesn't have to beg for that, for her to be a woman and cook and keep the house together. You know what I'm saying? She's not asking him to not do what he's supposed to do, because he's doing it by showing his leadership. It's basic stuff, but women just don't want to follow that diagram. They want to do what they want to do. And that's unfortunate. And that's why we're in the situation we're in, where there's gender war between men and women. But women don't want to listen to us, but they tell us that we're the leaders. But then women are scared to like really hold women accountable. You guys kind of dance around it when you get on these panels. When you see a female, you know what I'm saying the wrong things or getting nasty or boisterous and everything, then the men try to check her, but there's women on the panel and they just fall back and don't say nothing.
And just in case he hasn't made his point clear. And by the way, I don't think it's a gender war. The women are at war with men. Men are trying to cooperate with women. Men are trying to get cooperation from the men. Women are competing with their men. But in case it ain't clear, this is for you, Chris.
What we need. Head. You know how much that costs? $0, huh? Are you following me? Let me break this down. Coaching. You know how much that costs? $0. Oh man, we getting down this deep. Let me see. Hold on, wait. You see what that say? I'm sorry. You know how much it costs to get that? $0. Hold on, wait. Let me give you one more just to make sure Baby, you was right. You know how much that cost? You ain't gonna believe how much that cost. $0. And I would spell accountability up here, but I don't want to look stupid. I'm gonna try to do it anyway. Accountability. You know how much that costs to take accountability? $0. Baby, what I'm trying to tell y'all is to keep us don't cost you nothing, and you can't even do that.
You on mute, Chris.
I'm sorry.
You on?
Yeah, the video put you on mute automatically.
Mute puts everybody on mute.
Am I off? Am I off?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah,
I was
you're
saying
good
hi,
now.
Thrift. I asked the guys a question because it was just me and them for a moment. So I was gonna ask why so serious is, and then we can keep moving.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey,
Yeah.
Thrift, where you been, Thrift?
I've been in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mrs. Yeah, that's the only woman in history that has sex every day for 3 years, right there. Just
It was,
like,
Oh shit, for real?
it was not
Shout out to her.
It was not three.
Blanco, don't,
I
hey,
like
Blanco, don't
Hey, how
believe
many-
that, bro.
Thrift, how many years is it then?
She said 2.
Hold on. Oh, only 2.
Damn, girl.
Every day.
Hey, I hope you're doing your Kegels, girl.
Plus I ain't got no. Never mind.
She said she just later.
Oh
She
no,
starfish?
she said she a professional starfish.
You
She said she
starfish?
just later.
I don't
Can
know
you
what that means. What is that?
You just lay there
Oh, okay.
Mm.
like a star. Like a star. A star.
You do what they want. You do what they want.
Mm.
He don't want you to lay there just like a star.
Right.
Hey,
If I'm
it's
trying
not
to
my
get 2 minutes, just later.
Do something strange for a piece of change.
that person, they're not interested. Don't bring the last relationship into this one.
Hold on. I thought that was the last relationship.
No, remember my husband? I'm a widow.
Yeah, we know
Yeah,
that.
but I thought your new relationship was the one where it's every day for 2 years.
Right. So
That
don't
is,
bring what
it's
you
with
did.
the African guy.
Don't bring what you did with your husband.
Yeah, because we got the memory of an elephant.
What part of Africa he from?
She know I know the whole story.
The
What part of
Nigeria.
Africa He from Nigeria.
Mhm.
The apple.
Yeah, Nigerian niggas be freaky though. They
from
horny all day.
I'm from Sudan.
Hey, Thrift, how you been? Did you have anything you want to add to the conversation? And then we'll get Daryl in as well too, man.
Oh,
Hey,
no, I
Daryl,
was
you
listening
almost
to,
triggered me. You almost triggered me
who
with
was
your
that?
name, my
Rodney?
brother.
No, I disagree with
You
what
almost
Rodney
got
was
you almost got
just saying.
sent to the abyss. Yeah, you almost got sent to the abyss. You almost threw me for a fast one, but you all right. You got a name that's very frowned upon in this area. Yeah. You might just call yourself the designer, man. You better get rid of the Daryl. Go ahead, Thrift.
Oh no, I was agreeing with what Rodney was saying because what he was saying is different people. It's myself and other people that I know. That's their experience in relationships, and so I agree with what Rodney said, but on the woman's side. And then earlier, you guys were saying that women leave good men, and I did a poll yesterday at work because I know this comes up a lot. And I was asking the women at my job, I was like, "Do you think women leave good men?" And they were saying, "No, I would still be with my high school sweetheart." Like we in our mind, like in high school, you get your boyfriend, like you dream, you think about the wedding, you think about the kids, the white picket fence. Women do not get into relationships thinking this is I'm gonna leave this relationship.
Right.
And so when you guys are saying stuff, I just be baffled because I don't. That just baffles me.
Mm.
We don't want to go from relationship to relationship, like you guys say. You just gonna be old and die alone, and then
Right.
after relationship and different relationships and different experiences, and then you guys say I never dated a man that was exactly the same as the man that I was with before, and then you guys say that oh, we're easy, we're simple. To you, you are. It might
Right.
not be to that lady that you're with.
Well, hey y'all, look, y'all see that StreamYard link right there? Y'all see that?
Mhm.
We about to raid somebody's YouTube. Okay. Can y'all hit that? Can y'all hit that StreamYard link for me, please? Hit that StreamYard link. Everybody hit that StreamYard link. We about to hit
Everybody?
YouTube. Yeah, we gonna surprise them. We gonna YouTube.
Where is that? Where do you find that?
I'll send you the. Yeah. You see the link?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, hit that link right there.
Did I do it too fast?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Are
I
you
clicked
there?
it, so hopefully
Are
I'm
you
doing
there? Yeah, everybody
it says
go there.
enter in the studio. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Enter the studio. Okay, let me see. We about to raid her. She gonna be surprised.
Okay.
Because we support our sisters too now. We support our untouchable sisters. All right.
Okay,
Hey, thank y'all, everybody, for the support. Thank you all for the love. Yeah, go, Chris. I'm about to go over there too.
Okay.
Roddy, man, you a breath of fresh air as well too, my brother. Thanks so much for coming through. Hey, my brother, why so serious, man? You legit as well too. Thrift, make sure you go over there as well too. My brother Dale, I appreciate all of y'all. I took myself off the stage. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm gonna read the rest of these. Let me see. We about to raid Petty now. All right, red lipstick. We about to raid red lipstick. You know I gotta be red lipstick. Mont, make sure you go to red lipstick. All right, I'm gonna send y'all red lipstick too. We going over there for a little bit. Show us some love. You know, I love making our people happy too. Make sure we supporting our people. We supporting all our untouchables. Let me read this real quick. All right. My brother Young Jay hit us with the $5 super chat. Yes, whining, nagging about your feelings 24/7 sounds like a child, not an adult, man. Much love to you, my brother. And then my brother Mark hit us with a $5 super chat. You got to be careful not to ask men who aren't ready or interested in having a woman what they are looking for in a woman. And then my brother T.O., I need to, man, you the sponsor of the show. I got to go and count that up, man. My brother's the sponsor of the show, 2 shows in a row. My brother T.O. with the $5 super chat. Chris, if it's not in the realm of what the woman wants, most of these women watching don't give a F about what these ninjas panel is talking about. Much love to you. Let me see real quick. Hold on. Chris, did you hit the link?
I did hit the link. I'm just looking at myself right now.
Hold on.
Am I not over?
Yo, you funny. Hold on real quick.
See, my hubby does all this stuff for me. I don't actually know how to do it myself. He
okay, hold on. I'm helping you right now.
Thank you.
Okay. Hit this link. You see the private chat?
Oh, wait a minute.
Hit that link that's in the private chat. Press private chat.
Hit the link in yes, so this bottom link right here, right?
Yes. And Thrift, hit that link that says StreamYard. It should end with an M. Hit that link and it's going to take you to the other StreamYard.
Okay. Because let me see. It looks like it's doing something right now.
Yes.
It says enter in the studio.
Enter that studio.
Once I enter it, let's see. It says this studio is full. Try again.
Oh, is it full? Hold on.
It might be full.
Oh, it might be full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But I mean, if you guys can get in.
So hold up. Look into my YouTube.
Okay.
And go to this is the YouTube. This is where everybody's at. Okay.
Hold on. Let me go back to this one.
Look at the YouTube. Oh, actually, I'm putting it here. Hit this link. What am I doing? Thrift and Chris, hit that link right there. Okay.
Oh, right here. Okay. Let me
you see that? That's where it's at. And the StreamYard link is on there as well. You see it now?
See it.
Okay. You got it now? Oh, she must see it. All right, y'all. And then my brother T.O. Oh, we already said that. My brother Quinn, my sister Quinn, excuse me, with the $5 super chat. Hey, chat. Hey, panel. Sorry, couldn't watch tonight. Just saying hi. Ali shows are my favorite. Love the way you lead the panels. Love you. I love you too, my sister. Thank you so much for always contributing and being on the panels as well too. I know you couldn't make it, but I truly appreciate you as well too. And then my brother Theo again with the $5 super chat. I think women who get a BBL have issues in their head. I agree with that as well too. Just like if a man got knee surgery to get taller, he's sick in the head. I might have to give him some grace, Theo. Yo, you funny, man. Classy young man with the $10 super chat. In my opinion, cosmetic surgery only made sense to me if a woman had breast cancer and that affect them mentally because the breast was taken away. They didn't feel like women. Most is for attention. I agree, man. There's the minorities that if she had something and lost it, I think she should be able to get surgery to get it back. I agree with that. My brother Mont with the $5 super chat. Buddy was just asked, name the traits of a good woman. And he literally started saying everything that women don't do and what he don't like. He said the traits first, then he started talking about that too.
Oh man, hey.
And then my brother, I equate women wanting with the $5 super chat. I equate women wanting leadership like the existence to have WNBA. Women don't really support it. Women don't really support it. They just want it, and that's absolutely correct. And then I don't know if you still watching, Big Bad Bull. You hit us with $20. Please unlock my 20 accounts, 2 accounts, brother. It's gonna have to be 80 on the Cash App, and you will make peace with the untouchables moving forward. We'll let bygones be bygones and put the past in the past, my brother. We're more than okay with certain people we can move forward with. You the mod father. So if you see this or you look at your IG, that's what you have to do, my brother. Will be okay. Chris, you still ain't figured it out. Okay, I think she figured it out. I hope she figured it out. But again, y'all, 2 shows in a row, man. I truly appreciate all the panelists. We went to 400 to 500 2 days in a row. Hopefully we can go to 500 to 600 tomorrow. I don't know what happened to my eye. I appreciate everybody that's involved. I appreciate all the support. Everybody, y'all, we got love for everybody. Because we disagree with you, that's okay. It don't mean we don't like you. If you come up here from now on, though, you start being extremely disingenuous and you being disrespectful and you playing around up on my panels, I'm gonna blow your head up. I'm not gonna be this super nice guy going forward. I'll still give grace. I'm gonna give some grace, man, but I'm not gonna play around with people being passive aggressive and being passive disrespectful as well too, and being condescending and saying they're not doing what they're doing when I'm watching you do what you're doing while I'm watching you watching me. All right. Where's I think they already there. But again, y'all, we about to YouTube raid my sister Petty Red. All right, everybody go over there. All right, I love y'all. Thank you for the support again. Thank you for all the love. I'll see y'all tomorrow on Ali. All right, where my button at? There you go.